Talked about the concerns about a trade war with these new tariffs in place and what it's done to the markets. You see here, we're going to show you the big board there, really spooked. But here's the thing, and I want to bring in Christine Romans on this. Christine, in like literally the last 90 seconds, you know it's a busy day. I'm going to tell you this, a pretty stunning comment from one of the president's cabinet members here on what may be some kind of trade compromise as soon as tomorrow. I want people to hear it for themselves. Here's Howard Lutnick just minutes ago talking about what could be next year. Let me play it.
Both the Mexicans and the Canadians were on the phone with me all day today trying to show that they'll do better. And the president's listening because, you know, he's very, very fair and very reasonable. So I think he's going to work something out with them. It's not going to be a pause, none of that pause stuff. But I think he's going to figure out, you do more and I'll meet you in the middle some way. And we're going to probably be announcing that tomorrow.
Okay. Announcing what tomorrow? If it's not a pause, but it's a compromise, what is the Commerce Secretary talking about? What's your best guess?
And he said maybe we'll meet them in the middle or not in the middle, but we'll meet them somewhere, but it won't be a pause. Look, what we are seeing here, Hallie, is international trade policy that is being conducted via TV interviews and social media postings. So there's...
And on the fly, too. I mean, right? I mean, it's minute by minute. It's developing as we're covering it.
It is. And so anything I think could happen tomorrow, but he is suggesting there will be some sort of meeting in the middle compromise if Canada and Mexico can, quote unquote, prove that they're doing more, What you heard from Justin Trudeau, the Canadian Prime Minister today, was like, wait a minute, hardly any of your fentanyl that comes into your country comes from us. We're not that problem. We are your ally. And suddenly the United States is aligning itself more with Russia and going into a trade war with allies Canada and Mexico. He was sort of on the stage flummoxed that this is perplexed, that this is, and angry, quite frankly, this is where we are. Look, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead, Christine. No, please.
I would say this is what a trade war looks like. It's like a circular firing squad, right? United States fires, they fire back, already targeting U.S. farm products, right? Canada already firing back. Mexico says it will fire back come Sunday as it really tries to plan what its retaliation will be. So there you go. The war is on.
And the reason why there's so much attention on this, Christine, right? And again, we should note here, the president, like, nobody should be surprised. He said he was going to put these tariffs in place. Here we are, 43 days in, they're in place. But the issue is that you've got some of these companies, and we talked yesterday, I think it was, about like Chipotle saying they were going to absorb the costs from tariffs. Target is not going to, they're saying. Best Buy saying they are not going to. They are not going to be able to swallow those costs. It's going to have to get passed on to customers potentially very soon, right?
Yeah. And Maersk, that's a huge shipping company. It said, this will be inflationary. You've got Progressive, the auto insurance company, saying, look, this is going to make cars more expensive. That means insuring those cars will be more expensive. That means people will likely have to pay more to insure the cars they have in their new cars. You've got all kinds of forecasts for what a new car will cost. I mean, really ground zero for a trade war in North America is the American auto industry. I mean, everyone trying to figure out how much pain will be rippling through the American auto industry because these American car companies and foreign car makers, too, they buy and sell parts across borders to themselves multiple times. Rules, by the way, that were written by the first Trump administration that now the second Trump administration is saying, we don't like those rules. We're going to have tariffs instead.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.